I have finally reached gold complete in the Voltaic benchmark, which means my aim has been getting better, right? Well, I definitely feel it in game. So today we're going to talk about that. I've been aim training for consecutively 43 days. Before that, I think I was aim training for like 17 days, but I messed up the streak. Apparently aim labs is not set to my time zone. I don't know if like there's a setting for it. I haven't really looked. I kind of just got used to continuing my streak or just paying attention. I'll usually play in the morning and then in the evening, so that usually increases my streak. But that's not what we're talking about. Today we're talking about how I hit gold complete, some things that I noticed, and advice that I would give to those who are starting out with aim training. So yeah, if you're new around here, be sure to drop a like and a sub, and let's get into the video. During the gold complete process, I actually had to grind out some scenarios. I would say the majority of them, I made it to gold pretty easily. Some, like clicking scenarios, I made it to gold very early on. But the hardest scenarios that took the longest time to actually get to gold were in switching. So for me, these were poke switch, tempo switch, bolt switch, dart switch. Those are definitely the hardest. I had to play these multiple times. See, like bolt switch, I had to play 115 times. And let me see like a clicking scenario. This one, I only had to play it 6 times to hit a gold score. So as you can see, yeah, the switching scenarios definitely took me a lot longer. But I also feel like I hit a plateau, and I also figured out a way to break through the plateau while practicing these switching scenarios. I knew my switching needed work, I just didn't know how much work. Now, one of the biggest things as well, I would say make sure your settings are correct. So you want to go to your settings, general. I have this aim labs. I feel like most people use Overwatch, and I think the FOV that they use is like 103. Me, I just like left it at default. But I feel like the most important thing, distance units, I have this in centimeters. Choose centimeters for CM360. That's what you want. And then right here, sensitivity options, I have this on advanced. And the reason why I have this for advanced is because if you go over to mouse, as you can see right here, you can set your 360-degree distance. So the last time I played, I was playing on a 30 cm per 360. I'll go anywhere from 30 to 50, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. But you want to make sure you have this here, because this can translate to any game, any aim trainer, if you want to keep the same sense or practice on the same sense. One of the biggest improvements that I felt that I noticed in myself is becoming more smooth, and I feel like that has came with the grind of the switching scenarios, becoming more smooth, tracking. So I would say my biggest piece of advice right here for your settings, if you're struggling to stay on target or you like shake a lot, I feel like you should slow down your sense. So maybe play on like a 40 cm or a 50 cm, and that's like the easiest way to control your aim, I guess. But remember, when you're aim training, it's more so about your mouse control. So hypothetically, one day you should be able to just randomize your sense and be as smooth on any sense, no matter how high or low. But I feel like if you're newer getting into it, you want to slow down your sense. That's what I did, and it helped. And then later on, I was able to adjust and see, okay, in this scenario I want to play on a little bit of a higher sense, in this scenario I want to play on a little bit lower of a sense. But I also noticed today, actually, as I was training, I was playing on a higher sense than usual, which recently I've been playing on a 50 cm per 360. Today I was playing my scenarios on a 30, and I noticed that I feel as smooth on both. Yeah, the 30 is a little bit harder to control, but I still feel as smooth. So if you are looking for a place where you want to play like some Marvel Rivals, or have just like aim questions, or want to discuss aim, feel free to join the Discord. Let's improve together. And the last thing I guess I will talk about is in-game improvement. Does your aim improve in the game? Did my aim actually improve in the game? And the answer is yes. Now, I usually play hip fire. I don't really play projectile characters anymore. My number one most played character is Star-Lord, and I do feel like my accuracy has increased a lot. I would say the difference between aim training and in-game aim is that in-game there are more factors or more things you have to pay attention to in your environment. Aim training, you're more so focused on just your aim. So like I've said before, aim is kind of more, or feels more subconscious to me in-game, because I'm focused on other things, you know, trying to track people's ults, trying to figure out who went where, who's on the flank, is someone on my healers, things like that. Not really focused only on my aim, but I do feel my aim be better. One of the biggest things too is because I have more confidence in my aim, I'm more confident in myself as a player, and I feel like I'm willing to take more fights that I would not have taken before because I felt like my aim was shaky. playing in the game kind of lets me know what I need to improve on in the aim trainer. Generally speaking, I want to improve in all categories. So static clicking, dynamic clicking, precise tracking, reactive tracking, switching, evasive switching. I want to improve in all categories, which is why I do the benchmark. But let's say in the game I notice that like I overflip or something, or I'm not confirming my targets, like things like this I'll take note of and try to work more so on in the aim trainer. Like I want to be aware of what I do in the game subconsciously and try to work on those things consciously and try to improve those things consciously. But overall, I'm very happy with my progress. I made it to gold. It only took about 120 hours, but I did learn a lot. And so now is the grind to platinum complete, diamond complete. I've been starting to do the intermediate playlist now, so I've transitioned from the novice playlist to the intermediate playlist, and I'll be grinding those out as well as this scenario. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment down below. Let me know about your progress, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.